Hello, and welcome back to the Bunny and Dragon Network. And welcome back to Draig Dice, our Pathfinder 2nd edition stream here on the network. Welcome back. Hello everybody. I'm joined by Matilda. Matilda, who is played by Amelia, by
Hi.
Bunny, who is playing Jomin, and Zedion, who is playing Dave.
Hi.
Hello, be Dave here.
So, previously, in our last session, you guys confronted the leader of the Pipers, the group of the child-snatching cult that were preparing to sacrifice the 4 children they had kidnapped. Looked like they were opening some sort of weird gateway to probably somewhere horrifying, and trying to summon their dark god or whatever through it. You decimated them. Took a little bit of a beating in the process, but saved all 4 of the children, and Dave headbutted the leader of the cult to death. Before then, the party took his weird little book written in a strange language and no one could read, and left with the 4 kidnapped children, back through the trudging through the sewers and up to the world above, which is where we are now, as you all exit through the trapdoor hidden in the shop, knowing once and for all that, this market store is probably going to need to be renovated and removed, first of all, now that its owner was both a kidnapper, cultist, and is now dead. You exit through the secret trapdoor and out into the marketplace, which is bustling a bit. A few people see you and then see the kids, and a bit of a murmur goes around the people in the town square as they see you climbing out, quite dirty, covered in a bit of blood, and with the 4 missing children beside you. Were you guys were heading back to the bounty office with the kids, were you?
That's the best way to get kids.
So, as you all head back towards the bounty office, and that's the wrong... I'm trying to move you on the wrong screen. As you all head back towards the bounty office, you get there into the main town square. A few people are actually following behind and pointing and looking, and like, whoa, look! As you get there into the town square and approaching the bounty office, the door to Silverstone's opens up as the the gnomish man who worked there, Riff Cloudblaze, runs out, and you hear him cry out, Rim! Rim, is that you? My boy! My boy! As he runs forwards, and the gnome kid that you have with you breaks from the group and runs towards his pa, and the 2 embrace in this hug as they are reunited at last. Tears streaming down both of their faces as Mr. Cloudblaze looks up at you all, and just he can barely get the words out through these tears of joy as he, thank you. Oh, thank you so much. You saved my boy. How can I ever repay you?
No problem. Dave's doing his job.
The guards outside the bounty office similarly look quite amazed as one of them steps forward and goes, You did it! You actually did it.
Yeah, Dave got kids back.
Come on in, come on in. Bring the kids in. We'll fetch their parents. We'll send word out. They'll be safe here until their parents arrive.
Nods. Walks in.
And you walk in. Tazaki speaks up as he starts to move away, and he goes, I'm going to go back to the tavern and fix my spider bot. And Tazaki heads off back towards the tavern.
If I remember correctly, he's not allowed to enter here anymore.
Yeah, Tazaki was kind of banned from the... Well, he wasn't fully banned from the bounty office, but he was given a warning.
It's best you lay down a bit.
Yeah. As the rest of you enter, the lady behind the bounty office counter, who's always looked a little bored, looks amazed right now as you come in. And as she sees you guys coming in, she's like, huh. Wow. I guess I should have known that if anyone was to do it, it would be... Of course. Right, then. Children, just... You can settle down over there. David, will you, take the children to the side room, give them some toys or something. You two, go, we have their names, right? As she takes down the names of the children, hands them to the two guards, and sends them off to find the children's parents, and then turns to you lot. Well, yes, your reward, of course. Sorry, we didn't ever really have a set price on for the return of the children. We had a agreement to pay anyone with information. If actually returning the children themselves, well, we figured the guard would do that. Well, she rummages through a couple of drawers. I wouldn't normally have authority to just give out money randomly, but this will do for now. Well, I'm sure that once the royal court hears about this, they may wish to add an additional reward. I'm not quite sure. For now, this should suffice, I would hope. Counting out, let's say 200 gold should suffice.
Dave just looks at the others. Dave's not really doing this for money.
Well, here you go. She puts a bag on the table and just leaves it there for one of you to take.
Dave once again looks at the other two small friends near him.
Do you want to take it? Matilda asks.
Oh, sure. I'll take it.
Let Jomin take it.
Yeah, good idea.
But we will need to use some of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sure. I don't mind. You can take as much as you like.
You hold it for now.
I think what's more important, Boohurt, is that we decided what to go next. From what I see, we have 2 or 3 options left. Option A, we go to a library and ask the librarian what she thinks of the book. Option 2, we go to the sewers to pick up the bandits and take them here, even though they're dead. And we have been warned about body parts in the past. Or what was the third? Or there was a third option. Oh, I can't remember what my third option was. Oh, it'll come to me later. We'll keep it to those 2 options for now. So if you want option A, go to the library, say aye.
Aye.
I think
Dave
I'd
has-
like a drink.
Dave has idea.
So you've got one wanting to go to a drink, the other 2 agreeing to the library.
So Dave
Because I
has
also want to drink, but also this book is really important, as we don't know what this cult could do next. Mind you, research can be tomorrow morning.
What's your idea, Dave?
Dave thinks Dave too stupid for library. Dave will let little friends do that. They will collect the bodies, bring here, clean the sewers, do some business.
I see. The bodies of these cultists, I'm sorry, what exactly happened to the children? We don't have much information.
It was a cultist ritual down in the sewers. They had there was a little lake that they turned electric, and they were going to sacrifice the children to bring this god back. I can't remember the god's name or anything.
They
Great
never said it.
The great dreamer.
Yeah.
He's gonna dream a bit longer.
Right. In the sewer.
They
Well,
may do this again, I'm afraid.
well,
So yeah, maybe have a couple of guards by the sewers.
We'll send some guards down with you, Mr. Dave, to collect the bodies.
I think you shouldn't be on your own. I think, Dave, do you want do you want anyone to come down with you as well as the guards?
It's fine. You two wanted to go to library. I will deal on this side.
Okay.
We'll make sure to assign some guard patrols to scout out any of the sewer entrances for entry and do a quick sweep in the
Perfect, thanks.
future. I'll
Dave,
we'll
I'd
inform
say
the
meet
security council.
Dave, I'd say meet outside the tavern at 10 o'clock tonight. Or earlier if possible.
Sounds good. I will probably come earlier.
If you're not outside, then just come inside and find us. We'll be at a table drinking somewhere, probably. We'll leave the library day for tomorrow so we can have a rest and, well, Matilda's been wanting a drink here since he's arrived in Wayside City and hasn't had a chance.
Right. If you want a good drink, I think I have me some wine on my cart.
So, I mean, what do you want to do?
Oh, were you talking to me?
Yeah, what do you fancy? What do you think we should be doing?
Oh,
Boohard wants to drink. I suggested we go to the library to look up the book, but we can do that tomorrow. What do you think? And Dave's going to the sewers.
Well, I mean, do you also fancy a drink?
I wouldn't mind one. I've wanted one ever since Boohard and I arrived at Wayside City, but we got distracted with this mission.
Maybe now the grave card can finally get a break.
Yeah, tell me about it. It's never a day off for us.
Oh dear, I see. I definitely think you guys should have a day off. Yeah, we could have a drink and then we can go to the library tomorrow. Make sure that, it's still open tomorrow, of course. I can always go over there and ask really quick, if you'd like.
Good idea. Thanks, German.
Okay.
You'll
You're
be
welcome,
outside the
Tim.
tavern.
Alright. And the gentleman decided to just goes ahead to the library.
Okay,
yeah.
so Dave is going to lead the soldiers to the bodies and gather up the dead cultists, right?
I'm gonna take the bounty for them.
Pardon?
I'm gonna see can I get some money for them.
For the bodies of the cultists.
Yeah, I learned it from my friend Matilda.
And Matilda and Jomin are going to the library. Are they?
I mean, well, Joman, that's
Joman.
gonna be for tomorrow. Joman's just gonna go ask. Yeah, to see if.
Matilda will go to the library tomorrow after the rest. First,
Okay.
Matilda and Boohard are going to the tavern to have a drink.
Okay, so you guys are
Yeah.
going to the tavern right now, and is Jomin also joining them in the tavern?
Once
Joman's
they
gonna-
found out the opening times, over days,
Yeah.
the opening hours of the library.
Mhm.
Okay, you're gonna go find out the opening hours. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Dave, you head off, you start leading them down to get the bodies. It'll take you, obviously, a bit of time to go down and grab them, a bit more backup. Jomin, you head up towards the library, which is somewhere on this map. Central Library. It's that building there. So you head up towards the Central Library, which is this building up here.
Oh wow, that's really nice.
As you,
Oh wait, which one?
this one. That is the Central Library. You start heading up, weaving between buildings, going past the Lucky Goose, the House of Callistria. And you get to the Central Library, and your palm is still glowing brightly. Your palm is still radiating bright light, even now.
Oh,
You can cancel the spell anytime you want if you really wanted to.
yeah, Joman cancels it.
Yeah. So you get up to the library and you can see the opening hours. It opens pretty early at 6 o'clock in the morning. Closes at midnight.
Okay.
Where you going after you got those opening times?
Um, does it say like all which days are open?
It's open every day.
Okay. There's no holiday, like something like.
There is a notice. No. The notice. There's a notice that the library will still be open on during the Heroes Feast. So it looks like it's still open on holidays.
Oh, goody! That's awesome. Gentleman says to himself, and he like kind of like flaps like a hand like as he says that, like, and then he's just like, why did I do that? Strange. I've never done that before. And he's just gonna go back to where he was before.
Okay, back. Are you going into the tavern with the other two, or are you just milling around outside?
No, he's gonna go back.
Okay, back into the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. In total, that probably takes you about 10 minutes. As you get back, Dave is just about most of the way back. And Dave, you sort of, the guards have already got a cart at the top of the, and there's like, they're rigging up a little pulley to put up the dead bodies up the ladder. Actually, no, There's no need for that. They bring a cart into the sewers through a different entrance, through a proper sewer gate, and cart the bodies out that way. So it takes a little bit of a detour and takes you about an extra little bit longer. But you do eventually get the cart back of bodies back to the bounty of the guards have all the bodies and in this large cart, and they sort of don't really know where to take it.
Well, I'm gonna go be like, right here. I go inside the bounty office again and like ask for a lady to come out and ask her what to do afterwards.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Ooh, that's a lot of bodies that smell like sewer.
Yeah, but Dave wants to show a special one.
A special one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Piper's body and be like, this guy is responsible for everything. Well, he was.
Oh, wait, I've seen him in the marketplace.
He owns David's just gonna point forward, like above there, like on the side, be like, he owns the one in the middle down there.
I see. Troubling.
Well, the troubling is that he used his business to get closer to the children and steal them.
I will note 3 of the bodies could not be recovered because they had been absorbed by the smoke in the water.
Yeah, but if it's gone, it's gone. No use of crying with our spilled milk. I'm gonna be like, well, apparently this guy used to be a bit on the richer side.
Yeah, he was. Well, he always gave me the impression of being rich. That's 13 bodies in total. That's a lot of... That's a worrying amount of cultists right under our noses.
There used to be a few more, but they got eaten by the lake.
That's a worrying amount of people to be right under our noses this whole time.
Dave would like to speak to the leader of this town.
The leader of the town? Well, that would be the king. no one really directly speaks to the king. I mean, you might be able to get an audience with a member of its council, but
Will suffice. Dave doesn't want to speak with King, but the one responsible for internal affairs.
well, internal affairs, that would probably be the captain of the guard, perhaps. Captain of the guard would probably be interested in this particular situation. Really, I feel like.
It's a good step.
Well,
Just wanna, if I may ask, what happens to Market Stall when the other guy got wiped out?
Well, obviously we'll block up the sewer gates that are hidden in the basement. And the market stall will be cleaned out of the cultist possessions. They will be probably sold to the treasury in return for expense money that will be given out to, at least a portion of the proceeds will be given out to the families of the children, I imagine. At least that's what I'd suggest. That's typically the procedure, is money, any of the perpetrators' possessions go to a victim or their family, or at least the monetary value of them does. So the stuff from his store will be sold off, and the money split among the families, with a small amount going to the treasury of the city.
What about the stall itself?
That will just be rented out to whoever needs a market stall. The stalls are all rented out. They're all paid for by whoever runs their businesses from them.
I see. Who deals with the stall renting business?
Well, that would be the Mistress of Trade and the Minister of Coin. The Mistress of Trade specifically. The Minister of Coin tends to just concern himself with the treasury. Herself with the treasury.
I see. I think it might... good. And where may they find the Mistress of Coin?
You mean the Mistress of Trade?
Yes.
Well, if she isn't in the palace in any meetings, you'll probably find her... She thinks for a moment. Well, she lives in the upper town in one of their houses, but if she's not at home, you'll most likely find her at... It's difficult. She doesn't frequent too many establishments, but if I were you... She thinks. I'd check the Lucky Goose. She frequents there occasionally, from what I have heard. If she's not at the Lucky Goose, then she might be at her home, or possibly doing a little tour of some of the stores.
I see. How does she look like?
Well, she is a... Well, the Mistress of Trade is Kerry Asro. She's a tiefling with red skin and black eyes.
Just nods. Alright. They will try to find them. Dave has some business ideas.
She will have a pin upon her lapel or her hat or somewhere upon her of the Mistress of Coin's mark. It looks like a coin. It's not particularly inventive, but it will look a pin that looks like a golden coin.
That's close enough. Dave can look from there. Now, regarding these bodies, my friend the Graveguard, they told me it's a custom here. When you give in the bodies to bounty, you get paid.
Well, if there's a bounty on those particular bodies, then yes. These particular people don't have a bounty on them. I've already paid paid you lot a bounty for the solving the situation and the returning of the children, I'm not sure if I can be really authorize extra payment for 13 corpses without prior approval from the Minister of Coin. But I will inform the council of this, and if they decide to offer extra bounty to your group, then you will be contacted.
Would be wonderful. Also, Dave looking for establishment to set his business, but not a stall, perhaps a house.
An establishment for a business?
Or
Well-
like a sleeping quarters. Dave doesn't feel like sleeping in the cart all the time.
Oh, so you wish to buy a house?
Potentially.
Well, how big a house are you looking for? Tell you what, well, we have a few buildings on sale, I think, but speak to them. Oh, you'll need to speak to someone about that. I'm not authorized for those kinds of transactions, but well, the Mistress of Trade also handles property transactions, so if you speak to her, she should be able to help you with that.
Wonderful. Dave thankful for you, Dad. Now,
Of course.
Dave not sure what to do with the bodies. I think you might have a better idea.
Yes, we'll have them sent away, and I've probably either if no relatives or anything come to claim these bodies, then we'll put them into a mass grave just outside the town, or pop them into a crypt in the graveyard, something like that. We'll have them sent out. I'll have them. She motions to the guards, and we'll have them sent down to the Temple of Erasma. No, the clerics will take care of them.
Understandable. Well, Dave is thankful. Dave will take his leave now.
Thank you. We are thankful to you.
No problem. Sorry once again.
Mm-hmm.
Where be the guard captain's office again?
Ah, well, the guard captain's office is in. Let's see. The guard captain's office is in the jailhouse. So if you're looking for him, if he's not in a meeting with the rest of the council, he'll be likely in the jailhouse or wandering between some of the guard barracks. She gives you directions to the jailhouse. It's just up past the Lucky Goose. Just up that way towards the palace walls.
I think I remember. Good. Thank you. Dave will take his leave now.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Dave will just hightail to the guard captain.
You hightail your way towards the jailhouse to find the guard captain. Meanwhile, Jomin, as you are speaking there, you do see as you're leaving, Jomin comes into the marketplace and heads towards the Drunken Raven. Jomin, you get into the tavern and you can see where Matilda and Buhurt are. Matilda, you and Buhurt have been here already for like 15 minutes. Would you like to order drinks?
Matilda orders 2 pints of cider.
Cider, very well, ma'am, says the server. Cider, that'll be. Let's see, 2 pints of cider. How much is the cider? She calls over, and the person behind the bar calls back over with price. That'll be 4 gold pieces.
Buhurt, Buhurt, I don't have that. Do you have it?
Does Buhurt have it? Yes, he does. And Buhurt.
Yeah, I've only
pays
got
the 4
1 gold, 3 silver.
Buhurt pays the 4 gold for the cider, and 2 pints of cider are brought over in front of you.
Thanks, Buhurt. I couldn't even afford 1 cider for myself.
No problem. As you're drinking the cider, after about 10 minutes, Jomin enters. And Jomin, you see them drinking cider at a table.
Oh, hello, Jomin.
Hi. So, Matilda, I saw that the library's open every single day until midnight, and it's also open even on the day of the hero's feast or something like that.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, we don't have to worry about holidays or anything.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
As you're here,
Oh yeah, Matilda says, "Oh yeah, I remember my third idea now. We go shopping and we get some more potions, like health potions. Because all I got is bark skin, ration tonic, anti-venom, and I've got 2 healing potions. So we should probably get a bit more."
magical items would be nice too.
Makes sense.
True.
Okay.
As you're
Or maybe we
talking,
should heal you and Boohurt and Dave in the process.
as you're talking, a guard enters the tavern and talks to the tavern guard, Todasho, who you met before and whose son was one of the kidnapped children. And as he speaks to her, you see she was obviously not doing too well, but you see her face lights up, and through the door her son walks through, and she, just like Riff, Cloudblaze, it just embraces her son, tears of joy. She looks over towards you guys who are nearby, and she's like, Did you do this? Did you? Oh, my son, I am never letting you out of my sight again.
Oh, don't tell him off. It's not his fault.
No,
There
no.
was a
of course-
cult. There was a massive cult who was going to use 4 children as sacrifice to raise the Great Reaper. It's just so unfortunate
No.
that he was one of the chosen ones.
No, I'm not.
Luckily, we got there just in time.
Not setting him off. Of course not. Oh, thank you. Oh goodness. Kilo.
Yeah, we're hoping there won't be any more cults or cultists anywhere near.
Kilo, is it okay if if Tenno stays with us in the tavern while I work today? And the lady running the bar just nods like, of course. I wouldn't expect anything else. And the kid sits on a chair nearby as his mother does her duties guarding the place. As it happens, one of the other servers, the male tiefling who served you before, comes over with his blue skin, long silver hair. He comes over and puts 3 glasses of wine down on the table, and he just gives a little bow, and you get compliments of the house. Thank you.
Thank you for the wine.
And he moves back to Oh, yes?
Oh, I never ordered my drink.
Well, if you don't like wine, we have other drinks.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to drink wine.
Oh, I see. Our mistake. What can I get you?
It's okay. It's not your fault. He didn't know. I mean, I just walked in. May I have an apple juice, please?
Of course. And he takes the wine. He's about to take the wine away, and then he's just like, what the hell? And just leaves it in between Matilda and Boohurt. Actually, he'd probably take the wine over to Tazaki. I don't know what Tazaki if Tazaki drinks wine though, so whatever Tazaki drinks he's got. He comes back with an apple juice for Jomin. Here you go.
Matilda raises her cider and says cheers to Magna and Spiderbot.
Cheers.
Magna's, Tazaki's over in the corner with his Spiderbot, just raises his glass of whatever he's having and keeps working on his bot. Cheers, says Boohurt. He raises his glass, so winces at the pain of his injuries as he drinks. Ugh.
Boohurt, maybe you should get a healing potion or have a healing potion or something.
I just need some bandages. I'll be fine.
Boo heard what I told you about knowing your body.
Uh,
If you're wincing in pain, it means you need a healing potion.
or some bandages and a competent doctor.
So, I mean, didn't you say that Boo heard is now just being stubborn?
Yeah.
I'd
What
rather
did you
sit-
recommend, Jomin? Jomin is a healer, Boo heard. Listen to Jomin.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna check to see if Jomin has
Yeah.
some stuff.
Well, Jomin does have some healer's tools if you wanted to do some first aid yourself, some physical first aid. I believe you have. Yeah, you do have healer's tools.
I want to help Booher first.
Yeah, you want? Okay, you want to treat Boohert's wounds?
Yes.
Okay, then make me a medicine check. So it takes 10 minutes as you take up 10 minutes and you start treating Boohert's wounds. So make me a medicine check.
Okay.
That is a 19. What is your proficiency in medicine? Are you trained? Are you expert? What's your exact proficiency?
Trained.
Trained. Okay, I mean, let's say trained. DC 15, you got 19, so you do succeed. Roll 2d8s for healing.
Okay. How do I do that? Oh yeah, right. Roll 2d8. I think that's how you do it. There we go.
Yeah.
A 2.
Ooh,
Mm.
that's okay. better than nothing.
Medicine.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. Do you want me to try as well, Boo heard, with Jomin's healer's tools? Apparently, I'm an expert in this.
Yeah, I mean, I can't just take off the bandages and. So, Jomin, you essentially reapply the bandages that Boo had before. Okay, but that means he regains his 2d8 hit points. Here. So he regains 2 hit points, and he is.
It's a tad bit better, right?
Yeah, he's a little bit better. You managed to treat a little bit of the wounds.
Oh dear.
It's not perfect. You've never really treated wounds on a big orc before. You don't have much practical experience, but you managed to at least patch him up a little bit. He is.
Matilda wants to try the rest. And says, "Yeah, big orcs are a pain to do it, especially when they're stubborn."
Well,
mentioning no names, Boo hurt.
Although, actually, if you succeed at your check, you can continue treating the target to grant additional healing. If you treat him for a total of 1 hour, double the hit points they regain from treat wounds. So you could spend an entire hour treating him, as opposed to just 10 minutes, and he'll regain an extra 2 hit points.
Matilda's tempted to do a healing him.
It's up to you. It's up to you, Jomin, if you want to spend an entire hour treating him, or if you want to leave it at 2 hit points for now and treat him again later.
I would say maybe have Matilda help. Since she wants to help out, she could help if she wants as well. To I guess boost it a little more, rather than just 2 hit points, because 2 hit points is very tiny compared to other times. I guess in terms of healing. So we can I can just leave it and
leave it. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, you do a little bit, and he'll need more treatment later. But for now, it can tide him over a little bit.
Do you need any medicine, Jomin?
Oh, I'm okay. I'm a little tired. I'm
I have a
all
couple
right.
of health potions if you want.
Yeah. No, sure. I could go for one.
Here's a minor health potion to help you with.
Oh, thank you. Would you need one?
Oh, I'll be
Thank you.
okay. I'm not as bad. I'm not bad. I'm okay.
Okay.
You can
Thank
also
you.
treat wounds on yourself, Jomin, by the way.
I know. I mean, yes. Of course. Yes. I already knew that. DM. I already knew that. Yes. I can break the fourth wall. Yes.
Mm.
I don't question. But yeah, I could also heal myself as well. But I wanted to put more focus on the rest of the party first, because I didn't really feel right,
Yeah, That's
just
fair.
just healing myself, not worrying about everybody else as the cleric,
Yeah. You do also
Yeah.
have battle medicine, which you can use on top of cure wounds. It's a little sneaky because typically it's designed to be used in battle, but technically you can use battle medicine and cure wounds at the same time. In order to give someone extra healing.
Should I do Hymn of Healing or something? Apparently Matilda's an expert in medicine now.
It's up to you. Hymn of Healing is one of your spells, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do it. You've got a focus point, and even if you didn't, you can spend 10 minutes to get a focus point. So, same with you, Joe. I mean, yeah, you can spend 10 minutes to get a focus point to use for like lay on hands and stuff. You can Hymn of Healing if you want to.
Yeah, I Hymn of Healing, so that'll be for Boohurt.
Yeah.
Because that'll be
Gains
for
fast
Jomin, because
healing.
Jomin's being a little bit selfless at the moment, even though Jomin's the most seriously injured.
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. I'm okay. I really appreciate it. I do want to heal. I want to heal Hurt and Dave too.
Boohurt will be fine. I'll sort him out later. Trust me, nobody else wants to do it. He can be a right old grump when he needs healing.
Hey.
You can't deny it.
Yes, I can.
Oh, thank you, Matilda. I really owe you one.
It's fine. It's the least I can do.
So sweet.
You helped Boohurt, even though he wouldn't accept it for a bit.
I just didn't want to use up a potion.
Boohurt, when you are hurt, you need to be healed. Otherwise, there can be infections, or you could die.
Exactly.
So you're using the Hymn of Healing on Jomin.
Yes.
I assume you'll sustain it for the full length of time?
Yeah.
Okay, in which case Jomin would get healed 4 times 4, so that's essentially
16.
Yeah. 1, 2. So essentially, Jomin, you get your Matilda plays, or you do a sin, don't you? You sin.
Yeah.
Matilda sings this hymn to you, and you feel the magic of it sort of knit together your wounds, and you feel a lot better. You are almost back in perfect health, really.
You see, Boohurt, Jomin is now back to normal, pretty much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's so much better than before. Thank you so much.
Of course, it's fine. It's the least I can do. The only problem is I have to try and get this grump to accept that he needs some type of healing.
Oh, yes. I can see you. Very, very stubborn. I think there's someone else who needs healing, too. I think,
Who's that?
I think it's the DM. The DM is awfully sniffly today.
What? Okay, that's enough breaking the fourth wall, you. We are putting the fourth wall back in place.
Yes.
Oh,
That is
dear,
the
what
fourth
on
We are.
That's
This cavern
wall.
has 4 walls, not 3 walls.
But what about the fifth
I think
one?
You
most
will
buildings
be
have
sued by the
walls.
city for damage, just like Magna was.
City owns us.
Speaking of which, technically
Wait.
the city would have taken the money Magna owed them out of his belongings. He didn't have any money in his belongings, so
But we're not wrong, are we? Me and Jonah. Not wrong, eh? We didn't mean it.
I'd say you're on.
Actually, maybe that's enough
Right.
alcohol from Matilda and the party.
Yeah, they're starting to hallucinate hallucinate an omniscient presence. Right. In the meanwhile, Dave, you get up to the jailhouse, and as you enter, there's the 2 guards who are sitting guard. They're just playing a game of cards. One of them looks up at you like, ah, what can we do for you? Hello.
They would like to speak with the captain.
Oh, the captain.
Yeah, Dave has important information.
Okay. Office is just through that door. Through there.
Thank you.
Then take a right. Go for the door. It's labeled captain's office. You can't really miss it.
Alright, have fun, you two.
Thanks. I'll have fun. He's losing.
Hey,
Uh,
what? This guy's about to wipe the floor.
You head on through into the captain's office.
Knocks on the door.
Yep, you knock on the door, you hear, enter!
Enters the door.
And as you enter, you can see the captain of the guard sitting behind a desk, rifling through some reports. He is a dwarf, a male dwarf. Appears to be a like stone dwarf. He has a magnificent, huge blue braided beard. This magnificent bright blue beard with like pre-braided ends. It reaches down like all the way down to his belly, and even beyond his belly is huge beard. He looks up at you like, ah.
Hello. Me name Dave.
Hello. Ah, Zeldin Fearshade, captain of the guard.
Pleasure
That wasn't the
meeting
voice there. Hey, what can I do for you?
you. A pleasure meeting you. Me and my colleagues, we wiped the cult under the city.
Cult? What cult?
Yeah, that's why I came here. You know, the missing children.
Yeah, we've been searching for them for weeks, for months.
Well, we found missing children. They are safe back now.
Well, that's a relief.
They think so as well. The children will be back with their parents. We left them at the bounty office.
Well, finally. It's good work.
Thank you.
Let me guess, this cult you mentioned behind it?
Yes, that's why I came here. The cult was led by apparently from me. It's led by a rich guy. He owns a stall in the marketplace, the big one.
The big store in the marketplace.
Yeah,
The
one
jewelry
with the
store.
The one with the green roof, yeah.
The jewelry. Nickel top.
Yeah, he was the leader of that. He used to sell the necklaces to children, well, to give their parents to children, and then that used weird magic with the pipe or lute or whatever. Used the music, brought them in, tried to sacrifice to some sleeping evil god. God's still sleeping. They've made sure it stays so.
Bloody
But
hell. That's a lot.
yeah, it is. There was like 16 or so of them. We retrieved like 13 bodies, left them at the office.
I see.
Now that's the thing. If they have been hiding in the sewers.
Hmm.
So apparently, they, from what I understand, Dave thinks they're not the only ones, and
I
Dave
see.
thinks this will not just end right now with them because Dave comes from the land beyond the sea, and Dave was told by old Granny that they are apparently evil gods trying to wake up, destroy the world. So Dave came here to stop that.
Wait. Your grandma told you that there were gods trying to destroy the world?
No, she's not my grandma. We just call her Granny. She older than all of us.
And she told you that gods were trying to destroy the world?
Apparently there be some evil gods. There's some prophecy. Dave doesn't sure much about prophecy, but Dave help people. Now,
Right.
Dave was being told about Prong's star shape, and apparently I knew about that before I came here from the granny. And when I came there and killed the piper, I found a similar mark in their possession.
Right, so your fortune-telling grandma warned you that gods were gonna rise up and destroy the world, and this cult is one of the related to that?
Apparently so. If you don't believe, the guards can show you the underground and the bodies are
No, you know, for
Nah.
some reason I believe you. Not sure why, it goes against all logical thought processes, but things have been weird lately. In this entire country, really.
Well, they think so as well, but they will try to help people. That's why they came here to warn.
Right.
Apparently, there might be more of them, and there might be different cults. Maybe not all in city, but maybe you can send message to other city. You know, check
Well,
soon.
Do you have, can you draw this symbol or these symbols that you are warned about? I can keep a lookout for them.
Okay, give me a second, and I'm gonna draw the symbol.
Yeah, you draw the 8-pointed star symbol that was on the pipers. Right. Okay, what about the others? Anything for them?
Hey, Dave needs to remember. There be other ones. Dave not sure.
Hmm.
They will start piecing up, and then there be others as well. The granny told me about these ones as well, and they will start drawing all of the symbols he was being told about.
Yeah, it's hard to read because you don't know what exactly those symbols look like. You just have a very rough description, and some of them the description is as faint as the symbol is yellow. So it's hard to get exact drawings, but you're able to at least figure a rough estimate, if not just writing down the words.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do the basic stuff as much as I
Let's
can. Be
see.
like,
Yellow, 6-pointed star, cracked grave. Hold on, did this one say broken grave?
yeah,
Hold on, I think we've... That's familiar.
Dave looks. Where you found it then?
Broken grave. Yeah, there's, during the war, there was, a group of necromancers working for the other side. They had a gravestone with, like, a broken gravestone as their symbol. the Graveguard fought against them. Took some heavy losses near the end of the war. There was the whole, that whole ambush down at, yeah, not very nice.
Oh, Dave has 2 friends from Graveguard.
Well, you might want to talk to them about that symbol. There was, the Graveguard's greatest failure, the Battle of Riverside. That's the way I've heard it, the stories hear it. The greatest failure of the Graveguard.
That's why they can't never rest.
Well, you'd want to talk to them about that symbol. But I know that was used by them. By those necromancers.
They will make sure to do that. They've just want to warn you about the other stuff.
Well, we'll keep our eyes out. We'll keep a lookout.
Alright. Oh, one question.
Yeah.
Perhaps, have you seen the Mistress of Trades? They need to speak with them.
Yeah, I saw it at the last council meeting. I think we have another council meeting coming up soon. Well, I'd check the Lucky Goose if I were you. She likes to frequent that place. Have a couple of drinks.
They will go there. Dave's thankful. Offers handshake.
He shakes your hand.
How does that work? Do I have to bend down?
I assume maybe you were sitting. Were you sitting
Yes.
down? Yeah. So he
Yes,
reaches across the desk and shakes your hand. He's on you can see, a raised, much bigger chair.
Yeah, I will shake his hand and be like...
Yeah, and, even though he's much smaller than you, he's got a really strong grip.
Yeah, he's a dwarf. What do you expect?
Well, thank you for this information. I'll bring it up in the next council meeting. Make sure everyone's aware of what we're looking for.
Alright, Dave might not be here all the time, but in case you people need Dave again, call on Dave. Dave come.
How do we contact you?
That'd be a good question. Dave's trying to buy a house here.
Right. Well, just leave a message there then, once you bought it. Just, register it once you bought your house. We'll have a record.
They will speak with the Mistress of Trade for that.
Yeah. Sure thing.
Good thing. Stay safe. Dave, go now.
You too. Oh, thank goodness he's gone, my throat.
That's what you get for trying to be a dwarf.
It's always the deep voices.
It's always the deep voices. You're not built for that.
I was trying to do a Scottish, but I failed miserably.
You went deep again.
Yeah. Right,
That's
so
cool.
you leave there, and as you leave, you can see the one who said that he was winning has lost the game at this point. He's definitely, as you get out, he has lost, and all of the gold winnings and the bets are being shuffled over by the other guy who is beaming.
I knew it. This is Dave has dealings with fate. Dave knows. That's why Dave said that.
And
Dave
Dave was right.
And Dave would just be like, "Yes, Dave, right again." Fate
Yeah,
will be-
you were right. Huh. I'll get
Don't
you
worry.
next time.
The fate will get you back.
Better do.
Alright, stay safe, you two.
Stay safe, citizen.
Dave will stomp away to the wild
Yep.
goose.
You stomp away and you get to the Lucky Goose, which is literally like 2 buildings over. It's really close. It takes less than a minute to get there. It's literally...
Across the street.
Yeah, it's literally across the street. There's the guard office, and there's the Lucky Goose. You just cross the street, you have to go down because the front door is on the other side. But you get in, and you get through the front door. And it's this big 2-tiered tavern/inn. You can see there's tables up above and also rooms where people go in. And it's fairly busy at this point in the day. Because it's midday, people are on lunch break from work, they're drinking, they're having some meals. You can smell cooking food. They clearly serve food here, as all good fantasy taverns should.
They look around.
Yeah. You look around and you do spot sitting
Alright.
in one corner with a couple of people talking to them. You do spot this tiefling with the red skin and black eyes. She has very short cut hair that's brown in color. She has like a little beret on the top of her head with the pin pinned onto it, and she appears to be going through some forms and conversation with two birdie-ish looking men. As you approach, you can see one of the men has a ship's anchor tattooed onto his arm, and by the sounds of it, it looks like they're discussing about purchasing another boat. They want to purchase a boat. They want to purchase a boat from the city itself rather than a private seller, and they're discussing the typical stuff that comes with purchasing something like that. And they appear to be wrapping up, and they sign in a few documents, and the two then thank her, and they head off, and they actually go to get a drink in another corner of the tavern, as she pushes a few forms away and doesn't appear to at first notice you. Let's see it.
Well, they will be approaching and be like, hello there.
Oh, hello.
They're sorry to bother, but may you be the mistress of coin?
I'm the mistress of trade. The minister of coin is.
I'm sorry, precise, the trade one.
Yes, I am Keviazro, mistress of trade.
Pleasure, me name's Dave. Over's handshake.
She shakes your hand. Good to meet you, Dave. What can I help you with?
Dave was told you can help me with a few things, and I was wondering, do you have some time now? Or perhaps some late.
I don't have any more appointments for a while. I don't have any appointments for another hour, so yes, I have time.
Dave will point at chair. He's like, may I?
Of course.
Dave takes a seat, patiently waits until he gets to be served.
Yep, you take a seat. A server does come over. Oh, hello, what can I get you?
They would like some. They feeling fancy today. Some wine would do well.
Wine, very well, sir. And the
before he leaves, I would look at her again and be like, do you perhaps want something to drink as well?
Oh, I already got a drink, and I try not to overdo it while on the job. She does have a small glass of wine next to her that she sips at.
Understandable. That would be all for me.
What did you order again? You ordered
wine.
Wine, did you say?
Yeah, they was feeling fancy.
Well, what kind of wine would you like? What kind of wine would you like, sir? Would you like red wine, green wine, blue wine, fire wine, dwarven wine? Well, no, dwarves don't really do wine. We got fire wine. We got a few different types.
My question. I look at her once again and be like, well, you see, they're not from these lands, but they would like to try a good wine from these lands. What can you recommend?
Well, if you're wishing to talk business, I would not recommend the fire wine. It is, well, let's just say very strong. A red wine will probably do nicely for you.
Right. Red wine for me, Dave, then.
Alright, very well, sir. That will be, let's see, that will be 1.5 gold. 1 gold, 5 silver, please.
I give 2 gold and say, Dave say keep it.
Well, thank you very much, sir. And they go off and they bring you a glass of wine. In the meantime, she looks at you like, so, what business can I help you with, Dave?
Alright, so me Dave came from the lands beyond the sea, met few colleges here, and apparently, if you remember about the missing children,
Yes, it's been a matter of some concern for some time.
yeah, job done. Dave and friends took care of it.
You did?
Yes, all 4 kids back, healthy
Wow.
and safe.
Very, very good. Wow. So, you're a adventurer of sorts then?
In a sort, you could say Dave does adventure, but Dave has a higher purpose. Dave, Dave be here to help people about what might be a few problems. You see, Dave and my friends, we found some cult down under the sewers in the city. That's where they keep the children as well.
A cult, you say?
Yeah, we killed like 16 of them, but we found 13 bodies only. And then there was like the Nickelberry, the guy on the market, the one with the big green one. What he name?
Nickeltop. Jonathan Nickeltop, yes.
Yeah, Nickeltop be the ringleader. He was
I see.
the one who tries to sacrifice the kids to some evil sleepy god and wake them up and eat the city or something.
Oh, that's rather disturbing.
Yes, that's why we killed the guy as well. I'm sorry. I know he was a patron.
Well, he rented the store like many other people before him, and people will after him. I feel no attachments to him, of course, especially not if he's, well, since he did as you say.
They would not lie. I also spoke with your colleague friend, the captain. Told him more information about more cults that I know about.
I see.
And that's why they came here. They came here to destroy cults.
Right, you believe that these cults are active in our country?
But Dave was, to be honest, Dave did not really believe it. But the granny said that Dave should go here. And they came here and they actually found a cult here. I was surprised as you are.
I see. I'm gonna pretend that made complete sense.
That's what your friend said as well.
What? But how can I help with any of this? I'm just the mistress of trade.
Well, yeah, the thing is, I spoke with a good lady at the bounty office. And then she told me about potential reward for me colleagues regarding removal of cult. But she said to speak about it. I also have some other matters after we discuss this. But these things first.
So extra bounty beyond the state. Right, yes, I suppose the cult wouldn't have had a bounty on it since we didn't know about it. I would probably be worthy of one. I'm afraid that falls more under the Master of Coins jurisdiction than mine. I handle transactions within the city.
But they heard he is a bit harder to find.
Well, yes, she doesn't tend to get out of her. She doesn't like to poke her paws out from her home very often, but I should be able to get a message to her in no time, as would any other member of the board of the council. Should be able to get a message to her without too much trouble, and let her know of developments for sure.
They would be happy for you to do that.
Yes.
Also, if you need more information, the captain has more of the stuff.
Is
So-
there anything beyond that I can help with? Transactions, anything?
Yeah, speaking of transactions, Dave heard you deal with matters of buying houses and doing business.
Well, yes. Yes, indeed, I do.
They
Uh,
would like to know, how does making a business here in the city work? How do you do that?
well, if you're wishing to run a business, you first obviously have to apply through myself, the Mistress of Trade. Um, Obviously purchasing a building and either leasing or straight up purchasing a building from which to conduct your business is of course one of the early steps. You'll have to obviously let us know what the business is, things like expenditure, expenses, essentially everything we'd need to know to be able to sort out permits for your business and give you the right to conduct transactions within the city. You could purchase then a building from which to conduct your business, and obviously any shipping lanes that you'll need to ship, to arrange shipments into and out of the city as part of your business do need to go through myself. We obviously cannot just allow any random person with a cart to just bring things into the gate and say it's for a building. That's how contraband gets snuck in. So we do run a very tight ship here. I know it's Port Town, no pun intended, but it's a simple enough process. A few forms, a couple of days waiting time just to finalize details. Simple enough, though.
It's reasonable enough. They just wanted to ask information first regarding that. They will still in process of developing business. On the other hand, there is one other question.
And that is?
They heard there's some houses to buy.
Yes, I think we do. There are a few empty houses for sale. Some of our residents did decide to move out to the city when the troubles began. Not that I think the troubles will be any less elsewhere. So we do have a few empty buildings and houses, yes.
So they've asked questions. What are the price ranges of those houses?
Well, it depends on how big a house you're wanting to buy, really. How many people you're wishing to really be in the house. How many people will be using it? How many? You get what I mean.
Dave understand. Well, Dave does not look for a too big of a house. Perhaps something for a Dave or perhaps few friends to come over. So let us say from between 1 to 5 people, at most.
A house for between 1 to 5 people.
Yes.
So you'll need at least 5 bedrooms or rooms that could be converted into bedrooms. Which means she rifles through some papers, does some mathematics in her head, let's see. For a house big enough to accommodate 5 people, would you be looking to rent or purchase this property?
Perhaps purchase might be too far off right now. What are the prices for both of those?
Well, you'll be needing to look at a bigger property for certain. Are you, by the looks of you appear to be an adventurer. I assume your colleagues are also adventurers. Are you a party?
We something similar to that.
Okay.
Yes.
I assume you've done business with our bounty office already, I would assume.
Yes, Dave knows the lady very well.
Well, we do have certain rental properties that are available for adventuring groups at a cheaper price than others, with special rental agreements. In essence, you'll only be paying the rent for moments and times during which you are in the city. You won't have to pay while you're out of the city if you're spending a few months elsewhere. there are buildings within the town that specifically accommodate and rent. There are businesses that rent to adventurers, but if you're looking to obviously have a building of your own, for a group of 5, let's say, you'd be wanting to look at a larger building, one of our largest. Rent-wise, looking at that, you'd probably be looking at about... Depends on if you're wanting to go for monthly or weekly payments.
Let's see. I would assume the monthly payments go out cheaper than weekly.
There is a bit of, yes, a bit overall will be cheaper. If you're more worth it if you're staying for longer periods. The weekly payments are more worth it if you're only staying in the town for a week or 2 at a time. If you're planning to stay for longer amounts of time, then the monthly payments will work out better for you. With the right contract, you can have a contract to allow you to change from a monthly to a weekly installment, or vice versa, with the right for mentioning. But for one of our larger houses, you'd probably be looking at monthly payments for an adventuring party of 5 would be about 400 gold a month. Weekly in payments for a party of 5 would be 150 a week. That is for a party of 5. As a total party, you could have each member of the party pay for their own living space for pay independently in one of the businesses they're set up. But if you wish to own the building or have partial ownership of the building yourself, that would be your options. If you wanted to straight up purchase the building, then you'd be looking at, for a building like that, for the one I have right here, let's see, purchase. It would be a 3,000 gold initial payment for purchase, with a further 2,000 gold down the line at some point within the first 6 months.
So we're speaking about 5,000 then.
Yes. Purchasing obviously is a lot more expensive since it has to make up for the difference. But if you're planning to use it very often, then a one-time purchase will, in the long term, work out a lot cheaper for you than a lease.
Here's Dave has a question.
Yes.
Are there additional discounts for people who help the town get rid of the cult?
Possibly. It is not unheard of for heroes of the town of the city to receive bargains and discounts on buildings.
We also got rid of bandits.
Pardon?
We also got rid of bandits that were plaguing you down there.
All of them?
For a start, the other half we're gonna deal soon.
Well, the more you help the town with its problems, then the more likely it would be that the council could be convinced to give you status. Specifically, you would have to be granted a hero of the city status. You and your adventuring party would have to be granted hero status by the council. It requires a majority vote on the council for that status to be granted. With what you've already done so far, let's see, fighting bandits, even just saving the children, honestly, I think quite a few of us would very much be willing to grant you that status. And it's something that, if you wish, I could definitely bring up. And I feel like some members of the council that you've already talked to would very well, myself and the general of the guard, captain of the guard, would probably bring it up ourselves. Once word has travelled about what you've done, I'm sure someone will.
So that's a good pathway to.
Yes. There are some other options as well if you're worried about the not having enough to purchase. For example, purchasing with the right building, you would be able to, if you owned it, sublet it out as and run a business from a building that you also live in. For example, if you were to purchase something, say, quite popular with adventuring groups. If you were to say purchase ownership of a building such as an inn or a tavern, or you would have your own personal rooms from which to live within that building, and be able to hire people to run a business out of there to make back some of the money and help you, finish the purchase, make back some of the money from it. It is quite a popular move with adventuring parties.
That's exactly what Dave had planned to.
Yes. Well, if you do wish to do that, you would. Many of our larger buildings suitable for a large adventuring party are quite easily convertible into something like a tavern.
Well, the question stands. Dave has seen there be at some taverns there as well.
Yes, there are a couple of taverns within the city.
Is there something the city lacks that people would like to have?
Something the city lacks. Now that is a good question. We have blacksmiths. We have even a magic shop. We only have the one magic shop, but it seems to be a rather good one. We have potion sellers. We have a couple of inns and taverns. We have some temples. We have that one weird person that sells hunting traps. We have the dock and ship stuff shop, and the tavern that's popular with the sailors. We have only a single stables, but we don't tend to need more than one of those. A competitor stables might be something that some people would enjoy, but stables don't tend to get lots of business. They get a moderate amount of business, but honestly, I'm not entirely sure. We don't really have a bookshop, but we do have a library.
If the city is well built up with everything. Another question.
Yes.
How would the city handle bringing items from other places?
Like shipping items in from another location?
No, bringing city from another location here.
So bringing items from other places to here?
Yes.
Yes, well, that would essentially fall under shipping manifests and trade. We handle it. You do have to give notice to the city of when deliveries are to be expected, and are ordered. The city indeed can help if you wish to order a delivery. The city itself can, and myself can, in fact, help with, the logistics of getting a shipping line in and getting things shipped in. Generally, there's a small fee for the shipping in of goods. Nothing too big.
Dave thinks might be good business idea to bring trinkets from Alfheim sent here.
Oh, exotic goods. Wow, that is something that is always quite fascinating here. We have some exotic goods arriving by boat, but mostly it's mostly food and ores that we have coming in, not really unusual trinkets or anything of that nature.
How about some trinkets like necklaces, some small totems?
Well, I guess since our resident jewelry trader has been, is now dead and was a cultist, we do have a slot open for that.
Dave likes the idea of that. Dave would have to contact his friends over, however.
Well, yes, well, that is always open, as I am always here to help with any of these types of affairs. This is my jurisdiction.
Wonderful. I assume I can find someone who's gonna sail to Alfheim and send a note there.
Oh yes, you'll have no problem hiring someone. There are plenty of people who come here looking for work, who work on the ships. you'll have no problem finding and hiring a small ship and crew to do make deliveries and so on so forth. Indeed, we have a few ship's captains on our rotors waiting to be hired.
Where can I find them?
Well, most of the sailors tend to congregate at the same tavern. My friend over there who you saw me talking to when you arrived, is indeed just signed up his ship. Just purchased a ship and to be used for those for trading purposes. He just doesn't have is awaiting a commission at the moment.
That might be wonderful.
Yes, such captains would of course require obviously to be paid for their commission. Most of the time they expect a small upfront payment and then payments, typically a small cut from the proceeds of any job they do.
That makes sense. Dave, go find that where your friend can be found. Assume the docks.
Yes, well, the Sailor's Bounty is the most common tavern and inn for sailors. It's just up near the docks. You can't really miss it. Just follow the sound of raucous and bad singing. And my friend over there, as she points out to the sailor with the anchor tattoo, he's indeed looking for work as well.
Are they still here in the tower?
Yes, he is still in the tavern.
I assume I got my wine by now.
Yeah, you've definitely had your wine that's been delivered partway through this conversation.
Yeah, they would take like a few sips. They would be like, they would like to ask regarding the logistics and the cut for the city for a delivery. How would that work? How much would that pay?
The logistics of how much would it pay? You'll have to be more specific, I'm afraid.
No, I mean how much I have to pay for that.
For trading, bringing things in from across the ocean.
Yes.
Well, typical tax on incoming goods, you'd be looking at. It depends on the evaluation of such goods coming in. You have to obviously declare the goods and declare what's coming in. However, obviously you can hire people to do that for you. Most business owners tend to hire people to manage the logistics side of things, but you'd be looking at roughly per shipment about 5 to 10 gold tax per shipment. Possibly more depending on how expensive the shipment is.
I see. And then, is it possible for me to? Is it possible for me to directly give the shipment to city, get paid, keep the whole trading part?
Well, sell the shipments directly to the city.
Yes, and then the city can sell it around. Or should I sell it on my own? How does it work here?
The city wouldn't really buy a shipment directly from you. The city doesn't really run many businesses. That's up to the people of the city. Many of the members of the council, of the noble council, run businesses on the side. I indeed have a couple of businesses that I do have partial ownership of, but you'd likely want to run the business yourself. You could, of course, hire people to do the main running of the business, you know, the trading and the selling and the all of the logistics for you, and simply reap the benefits. That is what most business owners tend to do.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yes,
so let us say Dave's idea is I organize trinkets and jewelry come from Alfheim, come here, we use the dead guard's stole, we sell that, and you do the logistics and I pay you the cut you want. How would that work?
Well, I wouldn't quite do the logistics myself. I can give you, I mean,
Perhaps you know a person.
I do know people, and I am open to taking part in such business enterprises. I've just never had someone ask me so openly to. Most of the time, I must say it's quite refreshing. Most of the time, when somebody wants to enter into a business enterprise with me, they try to butter me up with gifts and drinks and, you know, flattery and all that. Those people tend to get rejected. I must say your openness is refreshing.
They would have to say, they offer the drink out of friendliness, not business. When doing business, open being best.
Yes. Well, so you're saying you'd wish for me to be a partnership with myself in a business enterprise?
Well, yeah, if we say, I organize the goods to come here, and you organize people to sell it, and then to sell it, and then the logistics goes through you anyways because I pay you the cuts through the city.
Yes. Well,
The less people involved, the more money for two of us.
yes, they would have. Well, let's see. Need obviously the crew doing the shipments, a person doing the setting, and I can handle financials quite well. Is there any other middle guy I really need? She thinks for a moment. Well, if I get someone to do the front-facing setting of the store, the payments obviously for the store itself go directly. The renting of a store goes directly to the city.
Yes.
And apart from that, I can handle the financial side of things quite well myself. I do have experience in financials and accounting, so we wouldn't need to hire a separate accountant. That would leave a good cut between us after paying the crew and the setter. A 50-50 cut.
Dave sees no problem with that.
Most of the time, people try to wiggle me down to 30-70 at the least.
Dave is a man of opportunity, and Dave plans to expand business. And if Dave wants to expand business, trying to swindle the partner, bad idea.
Well, I would say it'd be hardly a swindle. Honestly, I was seeing how you would react. For a matter of this enterprise, typical cuts would be 60-40 in your favor. You are procuring the things, after all. But if you wish to go 50-50, I would not complain, of course.
No problem. A lot of trinkets made by my friends there. Relatively cheap.
Very well, a 50-50 cut of the profits. I can handle payments to our friends and other benefactors if you wish me to.
That would be appreciative. The question only stands. How big of investment will be the first shipment?
Well, yes, this is a venture, and it will require. Well, since you're cutting me in, I'm willing to invest some of my own personal money into this as well. Let's see. For initial investment and to start up the business, there's a few forms that'll have to be filled out, and a initial investment price will have to be paid to the city itself. Typically for an enterprise of this nature, it would be about 200 gold paid to the city for setup and initial investment. I'm willing to invest 100 of my own gold into that if you have the other 100.
They will procure the gold. He not have right now, but they will have goods.
Lovely, and that would be that initial investment will cover the initial price of renting out the store for the first month. The market store itself is cheaper, so renting that out for a month, 50 gold. Initial payments to a faceman for selling the items, and to a ship's crew for transporting the items, yes, that should all work perfectly fine.
Alright, they will. How long you plan to stay here?
Well, I spend most of my day here. This is very much, this corner of this tavern is my office, you could say.
That's a wonderful. What time is it right now?
It is coming up to 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, there's still plenty of time. They will be like, they will go deal with few things here and there, and after Dave's done, they will arrive here close to evening, give you the money so the thing can start.
Well, I will then have a talk with some of my contacts, including our ship's crew over there. He will, of course, need once you return details on where to go and how to get a shipment, so he may want to talk to you in person. Once you return with the money, there'll just be a few forms to fill out. We'll need name of the business, important forms, and so on and so forth.
Dave understands. See you in the evening. Offers handshake, finishes
See you
wine.
this evening then, as she shakes your hand. Also, I love how this session has gone from, hey, let's prepare ready for our next adventure, to, okay, Dave is going to start a business.
I just need a small loan of $1 million. Don't worry about it.
I love that. Dave is just starting a business.
They will go find the others at the tavern first.
Yeah, so, down in the tavern. You guys have been in the tavern for almost an hour now. Have you had a couple of drinks? Any drinks have been on the house for now? And what's the word? Well, you guys just spending a bit of time resting in the tavern?
Yeah, Matilda says, I wonder where Dave is. Said he wouldn't be that long.
It's been so long that out of an hour, there are 8 minutes left on the treat moon's immunity for Boohurt.
Well, we almost treated you an hour ago, Boohurt. You might need some more treatment in a minute.
Yeah, well, maybe. The bandages will need changing, I guess.
Well, then for admitting it. That's some progress.
Dave ends up at this moment. Dave, do you knew where you saw which tavern they went into, is there? Dave enters the tavern.
Dave finds the
So
tavern.
it took a while.
Yep, you find the tavern. You can see the group in there with Tasaki off making things.
Well, Dave will get to the others and be like, hello there.
Hello, Dave. It's almost time for Boohurt's next load of healing, which he's not looking forward to.
Oh, that's interesting to say the least. Why not accept healing? Dave doing well, Joe.
Do you need any potions or?
Pardon?
Do you need any potions, Dave? Like health potions or healing?
Dave has potions, so no potions needed. Some healing might be appreciated if possible, but Dave has an idea. They will take a seat as he's just chilling.
Matilda takes 10 minutes to do Hymn of Healing on Dave.
Yo.
Okay, yeah, you'll need obviously before you Hymn of Healing, you have to spend 10 minutes to refocus, and which can be which obviously for a bard, anything along the lines of something to your muse, thinking about your muse, meditating on it, writing a song, things like that, refuel your focus points.
Matilda says, let me write a song for 10 minutes and then I'll heal you up, Dave.
Writing a new song of healing. It's all.
Yeah.
It's anything that engages your muse. Gets you a focus point. And Jomin also has the ability to keep healing as well. So you both got combined healing powers here.
Sherman, do you mind helping me heal Dave while I double check my muse?
Well, as I let Matilda do her own thing for a while, they will turn to Jomin because Jomin has the money.
Jomin does have the money.
They will like smile at Jomin and be like, "Jomin, my friend, Dave had a guy. Dave made an idea. Well, Dave has an idea to start a business. Business bring money, but Dave needs to invest some money. So Dave would like to get his cut from the 200 gold, but only my own part. Not gonna take anyone else's money." Does Jomin give Dave his cut of the money? Dave hopes to do as well, friend. Smiles. Smiles back.
So is Jomin giving Dave some money?
I think he is.
Okay. Well, how much? If so, how much money is Jomin going to give Dave?
Well, I asked only for my cut of the 200. No.
All his money. Jomin takes out his entire coin purse to give to you.
No, Dave is be like, "Oh no, I can't. Dave can't take all of your money. Dave only needs his part."
How much is Dave's cut?
I assume if it's 200 and it's 5 of us, it's like what, 40?
Yeah, 40, 50, something like that.
I think it's 40 if you want to be precise. Yeah, 200 times divided by 5 is 40. How much money does Jomin have now?
He has the 200 gold that was given, plus 3 silver.
What?
Is Jomin wishing to add some of his own money into this enterprise? Does Jomin wanna join the business enterprise? Yes, Jomin. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, wait. So without these 200, Jomin only has 3 silver.
Yes, although if the 200 is being split 40 each, then he'd have 40 gold as well.
All right, then I'm gonna take 40 of mine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take 20 from Jomin, and I'm gonna give the other 20. I'm gonna be like, Dave thinks you should keep some as well. It's not good to be without money.
Okay, so in total you're taking 60 gold there, yeah?
I'm gonna take 60 gold in total. I'm gonna add them
Okay.
myself. Dave is sure. Dave still has some stuff to sell, make more money. Don't worry about it. So, how's everyone doing? No, thank you, little friend.
I'm basically nearly finished writing my song for the Warrior Muse.
That's nice. I'm glad we finally get to have a peaceful time here.
Yeah.
They will look around and they will like order a drink for himself. Like,
Yeah, what drink would you like to order?
Dave is done being fancy. Dave will want some ale.
Okay, you brought an ale on the house.
Oh, Dave looks like. Ooh. But Dave is thankful for a free drink.
You look like you need healing, Dave. You look
Yeah.
pretty beat up.
Yeah,
Okay, I think
Dave sometimes
yes, I
forgets.
said about 5-10 minutes ago that I was writing a song so I can heal Dave.
Yeah, Dave has been a bit battered up, but Dave is patient. Friend's gonna help Dave.
Yeah.
Dave just needs to wait.
I
Yeah.
presume it's been 10 minutes by this point.
I think it's been 7 minutes. Looking at the clock.
Okay.
Oh, they
Um,
will just
But yeah.
drink and chill,
Yeah,
you
you
know?
drink. Jomin also, if Jomin wanted to use the healer's tools, Jomin can. But yeah, the 3 minutes will pass, and you'll have your focus point back after
Yeah.
refocusing and writing a nice little song.
Yeah.
They will like smile at Joman and be like, Dave is happy that you are happy. You deserve
Matilda gives the lyrics and the song to Booherd saying, "What do you think of this?"
Looks good.
That's good. You think the Muse will like it?
Maybe. Right. So, who's doing what? Yeah. Oh.
I know you will, my friend. He will remain in our hearts forever.
Yeah, he'll always be with us in our heart.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Magna.
They will take
Yeah.
a big sip in Magna's name.
As will Boohert. Boohert will take a huge chug of the ale.
Matilda will have her last sip of the cider, and will then ask for whatever. Ask what cocktails do they have, or she asks the waiter what type of cocktails they have.
Cocktails? We have not really anything that's fancy, I'm afraid. If you want, we can mix together wine and ale and make a monstrosity for you.
That sounds good. Last night was very busy, so yeah.
Right.
Wait. Dave has idea.
What's your idea, Dave?
They will look at the person and be like, do you have some orange juice?
Yes, I think we do.
Okay, so you bring some orange juice and you bring some wine, but not red wine, the white wine. Bring 2 glasses. Bring two of those. I make something happen.
Okay. That will be 3 gold.
Dave gives 3 gold.
Okay. And goes away. Comes back with a glass of orange juice and a glass of white wine.
All right. Dave would be like, Dave would first force facepalm that he's stupid, and he's be like, oh, they forgot. We need an empty glass.
She goes away, brings back an empty glass.
They will be like, Dave, sorry, thank you.
And
Matilda
they
said
step
it
back and
sucks
looks down
to
to
not
watch.
be able to afford a simple drink.
All right, so they will take a wine, and he will take juice, and they will look and like at Matilda and be like, so You want something stronger or something sweeter?
A little bit of both, please.
Alright, then they will just first pour a orange juice to the half of the glass and pour the wine to the rest, and then mix it a bit.
Thank you so much,
Okay.
Dave.
What would I make you roll?
There is no need to roll.
There is a cooking roll, but this isn't really
I'm
cooking.
not cooking. I'm literally just doing.
Alchemy? Make an alchemy roll. No, do you have alchemy?
I'm not making a concoction. I'm just mixing 2 drinks.
Yeah. Okay, you mix the 2 drinks together. And
I just eye it out like half. Like it's not a precise science, okay?
Okay, you mix 2 drinks together. The orange juice and the white wine, all mixed up.
Alright, and I offer it to Matilda to try it.
Matilda takes a sip and is like, pretty good, thanks, Dave.
No problem. Dave has ideas in his head sometimes. I heard this on the ship. I spoke to a friend from other land.
Yeah. Matilda says, I've not often gotten tipsy this early in the afternoon.
Well, we deserve a bit of rest.
Yeah. Us
Well-
graveguards never get a day off.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. When we first met, we were trying to have a drink, and then we got stuck trying to rescue the children.
I remember trying to take a drink and then we had to deal with bandits.
Oh, yeah.
And there was a big dog.
Unfortunately, that's a common occurrence with the graveguard. I'm sure you've heard of our many tales.
I heard some of those.
Yeah.
The graveguard, mostly prominent on this land. I come from beyond. But I heard the stories of fighting against undead. We be having some undead on our lands as well. You call them zombies here. We call them Dragar.
Yeah. The reason why I did gentle repose on the
The body.
yeah, was to stop him from becoming undead. Because I don't want another undead job on my hands. I prefer the stuff like this.
That makes sense. I
But
also
yeah, fighting the undead. It's a little bit fun, but also you need to see some stuff you never want to see. It's not pretty.
Dave understands. But Dave has heard the stories about the last war, the Riverside, Rivertown,
Riverside.
Riverside.
But it says, oh yeah, that. I'll let Booher talk about that rather than me.
Were you two there?
I'll let Booher tell you. She says.
Oh, it's a crafting check to make food and drink.
Oh, it's crafty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm actually trained in crafting.
Yeah, you could actually make food and drink.
I can craft.
There's even an entire feat that gives you a +1 bonus to crafting food and drink, including potions.
Oh, this is wonderful.
You can actually make money by using crafting in downtime, like you either crafting items to sell or crafting food to sell or whatever.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what Dave plans to do. Dave is expanding his business.
Yeah.
Playing.
Although you're not crafting the things you're selling, you're importing them.
Yeah, no, I'm doing economy tycoon and playing a game. They will listen to Buhurt about the Riverside then.
Do I have to tell the tale? We don't
I mean,
to talk
if you don't
about
want-
it much.
If you don't wanna talk, then it's okay.
Why are you asking? Is it relevant?
It might be,
Is
but
it the bandits? Is it the cult?
it's about the cult. Dave knows a bit of. You see, Dave knows of more than one cult. That's why Dave came here to deal with the cults, prevent evil gods eat cities. So Dave knew about the star that the Piper had before Dave met the Piper. And
Meanwhile, Dave, as you're telling your story, Matilda does a hymn of healing, and you can regain 16 hit points if she maintains it the whole way. So,
I'll maintain it the whole way.
yep, 16 hit points. Continue.
Do the points come on their own? Or
You can just add them. You can type it into the hit point add thing.
I will just stop midway to Matilda and say, I am thankful for healing. Now, Dave comes from Alfheim. In Alfheim, people attune to nature and spirits and gods. And old Granny spoke of promise that on the other side of world, many people would die if Dave does not come to help. So that's why Dave came here. And then Dave was told by more than one cult. And apparently there be some cult with a broken tombstone. And the good friend War told me that you people fought them in Riverside before.
Yes. Them.
Matilda tenses up and starts drinking her drink a little bit faster.
And Boohead looks pretty angry at the sound of them. We know them. We fought them at the Broken Grave. And they took our friends from us.
Yeah.
Dave's sorry to hear that. Dave doesn't like to touch old wounds, but
If
Dave
they're
thinks
up to no good.
Do you think they're the cult that's been kidnapping the children, possibly?
apparently there be more than one evil god and multiple cults. So not every works same. And they will present story like Dave remembers about an 8-sided star, and that's what we found on the Piper. There be a 6-sided star as well, and a mark in yellow. Not sure what that does, but one of them be a broken tombstone. And apparently, you people saw them on the riverside. And if they are part of the cults, they might try to do the same thing they have been doing here. Maybe not take children, but if they took your friends, they might be take other friends too, and they would like to stop that.
I had a feeling the cult in the sewers might be necromancer related. Thank goodness I did that gentle repose on the
I don't think they were the necromancers. I think they're a different one.
Dave thinks there be more than them. They might not even work together. But there are
We know the Broken Grave. They work for them up north, for the kingdom up there. They killed a lot of our friends. They
The
destroyed.
more and more I fight them, the more and more I wish I was old enough to retire.
They come from Formfell.
I assume that's a beyond here.
It's
Yeah, if I
north.
remember, I think it's a battle where I lost my leg.
Yeah, the Battle of Riverside.
Yeah, that's
wasn't
where
a-
I lost my leg.
It wasn't a battle, it was a massacre.
Yeah, I'm just lucky to be alive.
Yeah. Our friends sacrificed themselves, saving us, helping us get out, holding back the tide so that we could escape. Just for a week later for them to be pardoned and sent back up north without any consequences.
We lost half of our platoon, I think the word is. We lost half of them. And one of those friends lost his brother.
Dave is sorry for
Matilda
you.
just goes mute and starts drinking, like downing the orange and ale. No, orange and wine.
Yeah. How many drinks have you had in the today? In the meantime, well, in between when Dave was off doing his stuff, have you had a lot of drinks?
I don't know.
Just wine.
A couple of drinks, but only the ones on the house because Matilda can't afford any more.
Make me a con check. I mean, you're being given drinks for free. You're not having to pay for any of the drinks you're getting.
So the con check. Which one's that?
Constitution. Make me a fortitude saving throw. Make me a fortitude roll.
How do you do that?
It's on the left-hand side, among the red bar, the red stuff.
Ah.
A 16. Okay, you're a little tipsy, but you're okay.
Yeah. Matilda says, I'm going to stop, even though the more and more we talk about the grave guard, the more and more Matilda wants to drink.
They will read the room and they will be like, I think we should take this day to rest a bit. And we can speak of that when the time comes more.
Yeah.
Good idea.
They will finish the drink and will stand up and see. Well, Dave is thankful for healing. They will now go finish the
Matilda needs to, and then Matilda remembers, oh, right, Boohurt, I need to heal you again, don't I?
I'd rather have Jomin do it.
Rude. Good. And I'm like, fine, if that's how you're going to be. Matilda purposefully spills Boohurt's drink. Go ahead, Glomin. Good luck dealing with this old grump. He's as stubborn as anything. And Matilda just walks out in a massive huff.
What happened?
They will be like,
Jomin. Are you able to maybe heal us a little more? So if you wanna do a treat wounds, you can treat wounds on multiple people as well. You could heal both Dave and Boohurt if you wanted. If you want to do any treat wounds, then just roll a couple of medicine checks.
Oh yeah, Matilda mutters on the way out. Unbelievable. So stubborn.
oh yeah!
That is a natural 20 on the first medicine check and a 19 on the other one. So who's the first one for? Is it for Boohurt? I should.
I would give it to Boohurt.
This time you get a critical success. So roll 4d8 healing for Boohurt and then 2d8 for Dave. So
15.
Boohurt regains 15 hit points.
Dave gets 12.
And
Oh, I
Dave
get
gets
the-
12. That's
It's even
really good.
solid. Dave is almost full. No, Dave is
Dave
full.
is fully healed now, and Boohurt's gonna be essentially almost fully healed after he rests and gets a little bit more back. You are this time you now that you've gone practice on the bigger physique, you're able to bandage up their wounds and clean them out with your healer's tools, and you get it all perfectly done. Astounding! You do astounding work with healing these two. Ugh, thanks. And Boohurt just orders another drink to replace the one that Matilda spilled.
They will thank Jomin as well and be like, Dave is very thankful. Dave will now take his leave and finish the business before the night sets. I will be back once I'm done, unless someone wants to come with me.
Well, would Jomin like to go with Dave to finish off the business?
Watches from being praised. Dave smiles.
Okay.
Lovely. Well, first things first, we get to my cart then.
Right. So you go to your cart first, do you?
Yep, I go to the cart. Is Matilda still like in the middle of the?
Yeah. Where's
square?
Matilda?
Matilda's
going off
throwing
to?
water into the well, very, very irritated.
Okay, just up at the well. At the well.
At the well. I will go past. They will go past Matilda and check on her and be like, they want to ask, is everything all right?
Hey, yeah, just annoyed at Boohurt. I mean, like, he knows I'm well trained at these things. He knows I'm trying to get better at it and be helpful. And he does everything just to spite it.
I would say that he cares about you and tries not to have you work too much.
He knows that, but I won't care about him. But I want to be the one to heal him. I don't want to have Jomin do that, as sweet as Jomin is. It's like, surely as part of Boohurt's partner, the partner does that.
I think the gods might be clouding Boohurt's judgment today.
Yeah.
Or
I guess
that
I'm just jealous of the fact that Boohurt asked Jomin to do it when Boohurt used to ask me to do it, or when he always used to ask me to do it during those campaigns we were on.
Oh no, I've messed up the relationship between Matilda and Boohurt.
That's one job, did it?
To be fair, Matilda doesn't actually have healing tools.
Yeah, but Matilda can heal. God damn it.
Matilda's an expert.
She can heal well.
Oh no, Jomin's feeling bad.
Yeah.
This is like this has turned into a soap opera.
Why do you leave? Why is Dave a dad of the party? They will like look at Matilda again and be like, Dave thinks that.
Yeah, Matilda just says that she feels that Boohurt's lost his feelings for her. Within these battles, he's lost all his emotions and feelings.
Sword is gonna
And
be
she's
so
held it
angry
on
at me
since
when
before the
watches.
campaign.
Dave not be really expert in this matter, my friend, but I think that the problem might come. I think maybe Dave made problem here. Dave did ask about the riverside, and I think that It brings sour memories to Buchert, and the alcohol and everything clouding. I would. Dave can't say for sure, but Dave on your side. They will try to speak with him if you allow.
Thanks, Dave. I'd really appreciate it.
Don't worry about it, friend.
Hopefully, he learns to appreciate what he has.
Dave thinks so as well. We must appreciate everything in life,
What have I done?
especially lifelong partner.
Yeah.
They will like look around, wave to Jamin and be like, Jamin, come here. Don't worry, you're not to blame. Come here.
Hey, German. Don't worry, it's not you, it's Boohart.
Sword is gonna be so angry at me when he watches this back.
I.
I'm
It-
sorry. I'm sorry.
It took one sentence.
I only said it. I only said it because Jomin has the higher medicine stat. Even though Matilda's an expert and Jomin is only trained, Jomin still has the higher plus to medicine.
I will be. They will be one. They will look to Jomin and be like, "Don't worry, friend. Our tipsy friend made his own mistake. Don't beat yourself with it."
Yeah. It's not you, it's Boohart might be losing his feelings for only a lonely little rat folk who can't even afford a simple drink.
Well, you can afford the multiple drinks now. We have money, and they will make sure we have more. And
Thanks, Dave.
and money aside, like Dave said, I think it's after. I don't think he loses feelings, but if it's a true feeling, you don't lose it so simply. It stays with you. Dave knows that.
Yeah. Matilda decides to go to the. You know what, Dave? I might go to the sleeping raven and sleep and have a nap there. Hopefully, all Matilda needs is a bit of a nap after she doesn't fit. After all, she is knackered.
Dave thinks after a nap, your feelings go down. You think more clearly.
Yeah. Maybe
Alright.
tell Boohart that's where I'm heading.
Yeah, they will check. They will check in the drunken raven afterwards. Rest well, my friend.
Night night, Dave.
Bye bye.
Knock
Dave-
on whatever door I'm at. If the others are ready to go to the library.
We go do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they will wave off Matilda. She goes to rest. Turn to Jomin and be like, "Alright, you still coming with me?" Lovely. Like I said, no feel sad. Not your fault. And they will smile at Jomin as they waddle off to the cart.
Okay. You go off to your cart, which has a whole bunch of stuff inside it.
Okay, they will wait. They will then before they reach. They will give a hug.
Ah.
They will have. They will probably have to like fully kneel down, but it works.
Yeah, Jomin is pretty small.
Yeah. Dave feels happy. Smiles at Jomin. Don't worry about it, friend. Dave cares for you. Now, I left my cart near the bounty office because it's probably safest there.
Yep, they are guards directly outside, so...
Yep, exactly. Now, I'm gonna look. You know how Silverstone's gnome guy? He sells like day-to-day stuff.
Yes, he does.
All right, so I want to look in the cart. For basically the goods that he would buy.
Okay, typical day-to-day goods. Well,
Yes. So basically, I'm not gonna take any armor or weapon or shield.
the bundles of cloth and leather he would probably buy. They're pretty basic, and maybe even the cask of wine. Although you'd probably be better off sending the cask of wine to a private cellar or to a tavern, or drinking it.
No, wine is mine.
The wine's yours. Yeah, he'd probably buy the cloth and the leather. Those are pretty the general good stuffs that are in there.
Yeah. If I remember correctly, there's some quite high quality cloth here.
Yeah, there's some good various cloths, and there's a bundle of leather as well.
All right, I'm gonna bundle all of that into like I remember for sure that I have a crate, like a small like a casket that I have in the cart as well.
There's the cask of wine.
No. There's I remember that I have a small chest.
Yeah, they can there's easily a bunch of stuff.
No. Remember when?
You specifically picked up
Yeah, I remember.
The chest from inside the fin, didn't you?
I remember when I took the chest with the items that belongs to House of Callistra and gave them
the stolen
and
stuff.
And then I gave them the items, but they took the chest with me.
Yes, I remember that. Yes, so you do have the chest, and you also have then a few rings and jewelry that you can sell.
Yeah, that's on me directly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take the chest, open it, pack all of the leathers and clothing, and close it up, pick it up, look at Jomin and be like, "All right, friend, 2 silver stones first."
And as you guys go into Silverstones, you can see Riff and Rim are both behind the counter, very close to each other. They look over and the smiles on their faces as they see you, and Riff, in his hurry to get up from his stall, almost tumbles over. Oh, it's you! As he runs out and runs towards you and just grasps your hand with his very small hands, because he's a gnome, and just grasps your large hand with his small ones, just starts shaking as hard as he can, and does the same to Joman, and just starts shaking your hand crazily. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. All right. Sorry. Composure. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. Really.
Don't worry about it. Dave promised to bring Kid back. Dave's doing his job.
We have something for you. Actually. He rummages through his pockets, comes out with some strings, some lint, until he finally brings out what seems to be what looks like a broken an ivory tusk on a string, like a necklace. This. It's a charm that's it's passed down from down my family for a while. My great-grandfather was a follower of the Broken Tusk, and made this charm. Here, take it. You can see it's a tusk. It's definitely made out of the same material, but it has been carved into a shape. It is carved into on the tusk is carved into the shape of a wolf.
A wolf?
Here, I want you to have it.
They will accept it, but they will look like an. But this heirloom of your family, you sure you wanna give away?
Yes, I have no use for it anymore. It's minor magical enchantment upon it. I've got no real use other than history, but you can make better use of it, and you're worthy of having it.
They will like humbly accept, but they will be like, if you say so, they will respect your wish. They will protect this.
Yeah. I hope it helps you.
I'm sure it will. Thank you. I'm gonna. You say it's like a necklace?
Yeah, it looks like you could wear it like a necklace or even tie it to your clothes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like place the chest down, place it around my neck, like look at it, be like, Dave likes animals, Dave likes stuff like that.
Okay, I have added it to you, the Broken Tusk Pendant. It is you can feel it is magical. You need to invest it, which takes, I think it takes 10 minutes to invest an item. I will check, but you'll need to attune to it and invest it, which, yeah, it takes just 10 minutes, I think. Oh no, I think just putting it on, actually, the process of donning it is invests it. Let me check.
Sure.
Yeah, putting it on does invest it if you wish.
Okay, sure. I don't know what it does, but I just accepted it as a friendly trinket.
Yeah. Well, what it does is it gives you a +1 bonus to nature checks, which increases to +2 when you use command an animal on a wolf, specifically a wolf, and once per hour, when an animal targets you with a melee attack and you can see it, you can use a reaction to gain a +1 bonus to AC or +2 if that animal is a wolf.
Oh, so this is just like be friend to wolves. Yo, I can get the
pretty
pet
much.
wolf.
Yeah, and it works on any animal, but the bonus is increased against the wolf.
Yeah, they was just happy to have it as a trinket. He's gonna value it highly.
Yeah.
For what he did to a guy, it's more like a memory. It's a signature. It's a heirloom than just an item. So he will value that while, like I say, he says he's thankful, and he's gonna be like,
right.
Dave also has some business to conduct.
Oh, business, of course. We're a shop. What can I do for you?
They will like open the chest and reveal the clothes and leather.
Oh, these are nice. Looking to sell?
Yes.
Wow. And he takes the cloth and leather out. He takes them to the counter, and he takes out the one of those little mini spyglass things, and he inspects them. Oh, good quality. Okay. I can buy these off you. Price wise, I can give you 3 gold for the cloth and 4 silver for the leather.
Does he mean like for piece or in total?
For the bundles in total.
See, at 8, Dave's happy with that. Dave has a question.
Yes.
Does you buy jewelry?
Jewelry? I can. Yeah, I do occasionally buy some jewelry. I mean, I haven't bought some in a while since that Nicotop started set up his jewelry store. I used to buy jewelry fairly often.
Well, I can say one thing: the nickel top won't bother you no more. And he just leans closer
Yeah,
and be like,
my son told me there was
"He-
him. You can see the necklace that he had, the nickel top necklace that he had before, is lying on the side of the counter. Wait, did you guys? You guys never took it off, came back and took it off him, did you?
Never
It's
yet.
lying to
Yes.
the side and it is smashed.
Understandable. I would do the same.
Well, I'd be more than happy to buy some jewelry.
All right, I'm gonna take. I have 2 golden garnet rings.
And one engraved copper ring.
Remind me again. What does the engraved copper ring have on it?
It's just really fancy engravings. Nothing specific, just like, fancy like wavy lines and stuff.
So there's like no name or something.
No, just
All right,
fancy. It's just like a fancy engraved copper ring.
I'm gonna take all 3 of those. I'm gonna be like,
Oh,
well,
let's see. He takes a look at them. Hmm. Yes, what you were saying?
no, not much. We found these. They would like
Okay.
to sell them off. The gold ones look nice, and the copper one has nice engravings.
Yeah, for the 3 of these together, let's see, 30, 60, 65 gold.
All right, how much would that be for all of it?
So for those and for the bundles, that's 65, 670, 68 gold and 4 silver.
All right, Dave's happy with that. However, Dave would like his chest back.
Of course. Yeah.
All right, they will. What did you say?
68 gold
68
and 4
gold,
silver.
4 silver. They will get those.
Yeah. So he hands you the money as you hand over the bundles and the vins. So the vins are, for some reason, ticked as being worn by you. But the vins are sold.
You might have picked it as worn by me because I specifically said I carry them with me on my body.
There's actually a sell button next to the vins.
Oh really?
I don't know if that like automatically upgrades your money or if it asks you how much you're selling for though. Oh yeah, it does. So that just added an extra 4 gold.
I will remove them. Don't worry.
Yeah. But yeah, you can remove those vins.
Bring away. Bring away.
Successfully sold the cloths and leathers.
Lovely.
You're turning into a right businessman.
Dave has some business to conduct here. Okay. They will be thankful for his business and be like, well, I wish you all the best. May we work together in future.
Oh, indeed.
And they will give a handshake to a guy, wish farewell to both of them, take his chest, go back to his cart.
You take the chest and go back to the cart.
Place the chest in the cart, and go to the Lucky Goose.
Okay. And with Jomin along for the ride, you guys head back up towards Lucky Goose. And I think we should probably call it about there for today.
Yeah, it did go quite a while.
So we'll call it there, but wow, you've got some business going.
I never planned any of this.
Yeah, you just decided to run a business.
It just happened. I'm so sorry to the other two because I took the majority of the time. I'm so sorry.
That was interesting though.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've had a player actually decide they want to open up and run a business. Now all you need to do is get the money to buy a house so you have somewhere to live.
Yeah.
In time, Dave has plans.
So thank you everyone for coming along and watching this. It's been a blast. We will see you next time for more Pathfinder, and we'll see you next week for more Baldur's Gate 3 as well, which I've been having a lot of fun with, and we're going to keep on with that, and then next Sunday for more Pathfinder. Thank you everybody for coming along and playing. You've been great. And until then, bye everybody.
Bye.
Bye.